Well, it looks like justice may or may not have been served. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Let's go!
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Jay Alexander and welcome to another episode of Ship Life, where I try to inform, educate, and entertain you guys on the world that is ship life. So, in ship life news, apparently a 23-year-old police officer named John Holiday from Huntsville, Alabama, had a unfortunate, horrific fall on the Carnival Valor sailing out of Louisiana heading to the Caribbean. Now, this guy apparently fell 4 decks, which is the equivalent of about 16 feet. Now, a fall from that height can potentially be life-threatening. John suffered facial fractures, ruptured spleen, and lung damage. And it was even so severe that even after a quick evaluation from the doctors on the ship, because they only have limited resources, he had to be airlifted from the ship to the nearest hospital in New Orleans, Louisiana. John recently got married and was on his honeymoon with his brand new wife, enjoying the ultimate vacation, having the time of his life. So I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, and a question that you're asking yourself is, what the heck happened? If you haven't guessed it already, guys, it's the same factor that's in about 90% of situations that happen on cruise ships. Mr. Liquid Courage. That's right, guys. Apparently in the early hours at about 5:45 a.m., John and his wife were either taking a stroll or transferring to another part of the ship. They were outside on the outer decks when, for whatever reason, John decided that he wanted to sit on the railing that's right on the edge of the ship. And he fell. Apparently throughout the day, John chugged down a total of 10 margaritas while on board the ship. Now, honestly, that really isn't that bad for a typical cruiser to drink. For the ones that do drink, that's really not a huge amount. That's pretty standard. I've seen people that do a lot more. However, with him being a cop and all, you gotta wonder, at least I do. You would think that, being a police officer, I'm not really sure what field that he works in at his police department, but I'm sure he's dealt with or heard about a lot of drinking and driving situations. So you would think somebody like him would be a little bit more structured, maybe, know his limit or, whatever. We'll talk about that more, later in the video, but, I'm curious, what's up with that? But, it is what it is, I guess. Now, John's wife claims that John was not that drunk. Like, we all haven't used that before. Like, we all haven't said it before. I know I have, and I do like to drink. I've said it plenty of times. Now, what does not that drunk really mean? I think that's something that is, it depends on the person. I don't know how many times I've been out, and sure enough, when that, I'll be having a good time, and the drink will catch up with me, and then you realize how drunk you really are. I think that both John and his wife might have been a little turned when they were, to that point where the incident occurred. But then again, you never know. But the good part about all of this is that John and his wife are taking full blame for what happened. They're not trying to sue the cruise line, not trying to sue Carnival or anything like that. John's wife even made a joke claiming that they got the 5-star treatment, with the helicopter ride and all. But, regarding that situation and many others, let's talk about some key points in this situation that I think is very subjective in this video. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty refreshing to see people take accountability for themselves. Like the fact that John and his wife are taking accountability for the situation that they put themselves in instead of playing the blame game against Carnival and trying to sue them. But let's talk about that supposed 5-star treatment that they got. It has a price tag. And I really hope that John and his wife have cruise insurance, because you gotta think about it this way, guys. On the street, an ambulance ride will cost you about $1,000. I think most people know that, right? A helicopter ride out in the middle of the ocean. Honestly, I don't really know the numbers, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be at least a couple $1,000s. I really hope they can cover that. I really do. Finally, to wrap this video up, I'm a little split on my opinion on how I feel about the situation. By that, I mean, just in the situation as a whole, I want to say that I understand what happened because, John was just on his honeymoon. He was having fun. Everybody needs some time just to kind of, let loose a little bit and just have a good time, right? But on the flip side, on the other hand, I also believe that him being an officer and him just being a human being, he should know his limits and know not to do stupid stuff like sit on a railing that can potentially make you fall in the water or fall, 4 decks, 16 feet to the ground. But I want to know your opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Let me know what you guys think about the story. Is this man an idiot and did he get hit what he deserved? Or was he just having a good time and it's just a simple slip and fall? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to wrap this video up. Guys, make sure you share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys next week. You take care.